Start now. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Bharate Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Me Sada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhetamastu ma Vishavahai. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Not even. So, what did we see in the last class? Remember?
We practice up to 5th.
Huh?
Oh, sorry, I don't know which class you're taking.
Today Sunday class.
Today?
Sunday, yeah. Huh? Yeah, what is that? You know the how a visarga is born, right? Very clear, right? Yes. Sakara becomes visarga. Sakara doesn't become visarga directly, it becomes repa and repa becomes visarga. What sakara? That's important. Sakara at the end of a padam. Remember all these things very clearly, there should not be any confusion with regard to this. Padanta sakara becomes visarga. How does it become visarga? Doesn't become visarga immediately. Padanta sakara. From here only it starts. Sakara is a Padanta sakara. It becomes repa and repa becomes visarga. This is the transformation. Right?
Yes.
It's clear, right?
Yes.
Yes. When does it happen? Padanta sakara becomes repa. When does it happen? The sakara becoming repa? No. Padanta sakara becomes repa. That's all. There is no correlator here. That is why I asked this question. I know you know, but I know that you also don't know something. And you can do mistakes. Don't know means? Do mistakes. Padanta sakara only becomes repa. Doesn't bother what follows. Right? So it should be a Padanta. That is what I wrote here. Right? Padanta sakara becomes repa. Now repa becomes visarga. When? Now here you can say. When repa, if it is at the end of a padam, right, or followed by a kar letter, then repa becomes visarga. Clear? Right? Any doubt in this? Padanta sakara becomes repa. Repa is born. Now it is repa is happens to be at the end of a padam. So repa will become visarga. Even if it is not at the end of a padam, when followed by kar letter, it becomes repa. Sorry, visarga. Repa becomes visarga. Clear? Repa Repa at the end of a padam will become Visarga. Even if it is not at the end of a padam, followed by a kar letter, then also it will become Visarga. So, Repa becomes Visarga. Clear? Example we saw. Right, like Ramar, it is Ramar. Okay. Padanta Repa, therefore becomes Visarga. Padanta Repa becomes Visarga. Ramaha, Kadati. Can you say? What was the real before? Ramar. It is fulfills both the conditions. Repa happens to be at the end of the padam and also followed by kar. Both the conditions are fulfilled, no problem. Therefore, this will become Visarga. Clear? Yes? When followed by a kar letter, Repa becomes Visarga. Nyeyaha, Jnanam, Nyeyam comes in Gita, right? Jnanam, Nyeyam. Nyeyam is the object of knowledge, that which is known. Nyeyaha. Vijnayaha, that is which is well known. Durvijnayaha, that which is difficult to know. Right? Here it is Dur, then followed by Vakara, then E. Now Repa, is it at the end of the Padam?
No.
It is not at the end of the Padam. It is within the Padam is there. Is it followed by a kar letter? That's why Repa remains as it is, doesn't change. Okay? Right? Okay. So, Repa becomes Visarga now. So, how did it start? Sakara became Repa and Repa became Visarga. Now this Visarga will not remain as it is, it will undergo further change. Now here Visarga is there, is born, followed by what letter now? Followed by kar letter. Now the next rule. Visarga, now we are talking about Visarga. So far we have been talking about Repa, Padanta Repa, or what it may be Repa. Repa at the end of a Padam or followed by kar becomes Visarga. Now Visarga is born. Clear? Now enter into Visarga topic. Now this Visarga, when followed by kar, what will happen? This Visarga will undergo a lot of changes. That's what we studied. We saw the last class, remember? Right? You can say either Padanta Repa or Kar is a nimitta for Visarga to born. And this Visarga further will undergo change. This is the same nimitta. This is the cause. The following very letter becomes a cause, further cause for Visarga to go undergo change. Clear? Now, previously Ramas, Padanta Sakara becomes Repa. Padanta Repa followed by Kar becomes Visarga. Now Visarga is there followed by Kar letter undergoes changes. You understand the sequence?
Yes.
Now, Kar letters. What are the kar letters? We saw in the last class. Kha, kha. I'm writing in a particular order. Then pa, pa. You know, kha, pa, cha, ta, ta, cha, ta, ta, ka, pa, sha, sha, sar. Right? That part. Then ta, ta. Then ta, tha. Then cha, cha. Then the sibilants. Sha, sha, sa. All these are, everything is consonant only, pure consonant, okay? You have to understand, they are all pure consonants. All these are kar letters. Now, visarga followed by kar letters, what will happen? That is what we saw. It's not something new. When I see you, it looks as though I have not taught this. That is why I am repeating again. I have to get the conviction, yes, you know it. Till I get that, I will repeat the same thing. You may wonder, oh, why is repeating the same thing? I will tell you, no. So what will I do? Because I don't see that, the response. Yes.
When writing this order, is after pop, why is not Shasha and
You can write anyway. There is no order, okay? I said no, whatever came to my mind, I wrote. This is only the two order.
I written this particular order, that's like particular order.
This I wrote, because this two is going to be. Other things we'll see. Right? Now visarga for Baker, then visarga will undergo change. This visarga will be further, again will be replaced by sakara. From sakara it is born. Sakara gone. Now again sakara born. Right? So this is a cycle. Sakara has come again. Then don't padanta sakara again, don't put repa. Understand? Now, visarga is going to be replaced by sakara. Visarga, when followed by a kar letter, will be replaced by sakara. Now, padanta sakara is now padanta sakara again back to this. No, don't go there. Because we have crossed that. From there only we came. Again, you cannot go back to that. Otherwise, it will be a cycle. Clear? Sakara becomes repa. Now repa becomes visarga. Don't put that. No, we have to break the cycle and go somewhere else now. What will happen to visarga? This will become sakara when it is followed by a kar letter. What will happen? That's what we are going to see. Clear? Huh?
Still a cycle, a new cycle.
It's not a cycle. The cycle should come to the
Going to another cycle.
going to something, not cycle. Right? Clear?
You said about the Jawab.
Yeah. Is this clear? The step.
Yes.
Don't forget this. Sakara to repa, repa to visarga. Now this visarga is going to change. When followed by kar, what will happen? When followed by hash, what will happen? When followed by ach, what will happen? When we say ach, then we will talk about what precedes also. When it comes to ach, we will talk about what precedes. Up to kar and ash, we don't say. In fact, we say talk about this also. Ash also we talk about what precedes. For both, let us say, both can be written like this. Ash. Ach plus hash is hash. So, visarga followed by kar, what is going to happen? When followed by kar, visarga followed by ash, when we say, we have to bother about what precedes also. Clear? When it comes to kar, no problem. You just see what follows. Visarga followed by kar letter. But when it is ash, you should see what precedes also. You understand the sequence?
Yes.
Swapnaha, Sushupti Avastha. Clear?
Yes.
Yes? Now, kar letter. When followed by kar, what happens? When followed by kar letter, visarga will remain as it is visa. Or visarga will becomes ardha visarga. You know ardha visarga?
Yes.
You remove this visarga, top. becomes Ardha Visarga, right?
Yes. Can you say that slowly? Adha.
Ardha Visarga. Ardha is half. In Tattva you have read, no? Hardam Bhavati. That Panchikaranam. That you would have heard. Each will be divided into half. And the half will be divided into further 1/8. I mean further 4 parts. Okay. So now, when followed by Ka or Kha, Visarga will remain as it is, or it will be replaced by Ardha Visarga. Ardha Visarga is called Jikva Muliya. So it has got a sound. Rama Kadati. In chanting we say. When followed by Pa or Pa, it will remain as Visarga, right? Or Ardha Visarga. Here when I say Visarga, the Sakara replacement doesn't happen. Exception. Okay. I said here, Visarga will be replaced by Sakara. But I am saying Visarga will remain. So what does it mean? These two are exception. Clear? When followed by a Kar letter other than Ka, Kha, Pa, Pa, you have to understand. Except these 4 letters. Visarga when followed by Kar letter other than this 4 will be replaced by Sakara. Clear?
Yes.
Now, this is over. When followed by, let us take Ta or Tha, it will become, Visarga will become Sakara. Visarga is here, followed by Takara or Tha, becomes Sakara. Visarga is here, when followed by Ta or Tha, will become Sakara, and Sakara will be, further undergoes changes, some other rule. What will happen? The Sakara becomes, why? I get the reason, remember? Huh? Yes, what is Ucharasthanam? Cerebral, right? What is Sakara? Sibilant. Soft sibilant or hard sibilant? You should have immediately answer. Soft or hard sibilant? It's a hard sibilant, right? Shasha, sa, hard. Hal is given separately. Hard sibilant. Now, Sakara is to be, because it's a hard sibilant. How many hard sibilants are there? Only Ha is a soft sibilant, okay? Soft one. How many hard sibilants are there? Sha, sha, sa. Sha is palatal. Sha is cerebral. Sa is dental. Now, this Sakara is going to be replaced by one of the hard sibilants, right? And what is the following letter? Takara or Takara. What is its Uchcharanasthanam? Murdha. What is the Murdha sibilant? Sha. Therefore, Shakara comes. Clear? Not just by like that. Tata comes Shakara. Reason is because replacement because of the following letter. When it follows, when we say, you have to see the Uchcharanasthanam of the following letter. That is why we say Samskritam is highly phonetic. See, if this is Murdanya, okay? And this is, this is dental, and this is Murdanya. You see, the phonetically that doesn't match. In a word, if it is there, it is fine. But the changes happen. That's why we say the replacement should be in according with the place of pronunciation. That's why we say it's a very phonetic language. Sakara replacement by Shakara. Why do we replace? Reason is because the following letter begin being Murdanya. The replacement also should correspond to that place of pronunciation. Clear?
Yes.
Then, when followed by Ta or Ta becomes Sakara. Now the Sakara will be replaced by already Sakara only, Dantya. That will remain, that's it. If you say replacement is Sakara, nothing, no problem. It remains as it is. Why? This is dental and this is dental. This Sakara is dental. This is going to be replaced by one of the hard sibilants, Sha, Sa, which is the best one, Sakara. Whatever is there, it is fine. So it remains silent, doesn't undergo any change. Right? Then, when followed by cha or cha, what will happen to visarga? We say it should be replaced by sakara. That is a rule. Cha or cha is what? Palatal. Now sakara is hard sibilant. 3 sibilants are there. Sha, sha, sa. Which is the best choice now?
Sure.
This is palatal, this is cerebral, this is dental. And this is palatal. Which is the best choice? Shakara. So it becomes shakara. That is what you say Shtutva and all. You are naming it. I am not naming it. That's all. Clear? Then followed by shakara, what will happen? The sakara. This is sibilant, this is sibilant. The sakara should be replaced by one among the 3. Which is the best option? This is the best option. Shakara. And when followed by murdanya shakara, visarga becomes sakara. And sakara further becomes, which is the best one? Murdanya. And sakara, what will happen? Remain as it is. So many of these rules are covered now. You would have seen independently. Now all the Sandhi rules are covered. Clear?
Yes.
This is not something new. Already we saw the same thing I am repeating. Huh?
It's very concise and people memorize.
Yeah. Remember the order? See, listen. Padanta Sakara becomes Repa. Now Repa is born. Clear? Rule. Repa at the end of a Padam or followed by a Kar will be replaced by Visarga. Now Visarga is born. Now this Visarga undergoes changes depending on what follows and what precedes also. When followed by a Kar, don't bother about what precedes. Right? When followed by a Kar, except the 4 letters, Ka, Ka, Ga, Ga. Except these 4 letters. When other letter of Kar follows, Visarga will be replaced by Sakara. What will happen to these 4 letters? Visarga will remain as it is or Ardha Visarga. If it is Ka or Kha, we say Jikva Muliya, Ardha Visarga. If it is Pa or Pa, we say Upadmaniya. Jikva Muliyascha Jikva Mulyam Upupatmaniyana Oshtau. Right? Then when followed by what other Kar letter, what will happen? Visarga when followed by Kar. Sakara will be the replacement. Everywhere you see Sakara as a replacement. This Sakara will not remain as it is. It will undergo further change. Don't go here, it goes another cycle. Not cycle, it goes somewhere, not a cycle. This is the starting point. But in fact, it's not like this, it's straight line. Okay. So, depending on what follows, Sakara undergoes changes. You call this as Shtutva Sandhi. You call this as Chutva Sandhi. Right? In your language. In the language of Sandhi, you call like that. Right? That's how you would have learned in the class. Right? Shtutva, Emilia.
We didn't learn in this way, so I can't say.
Have you heard the name? Shtutva?
No.
Very good. No problem. Leave it. So now you understand this?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good.
We have this hand. For this and this.
Okay. Is it in line with this or different?
Yes. I mean, it's not expanded like that, but it's just what we should do. That is it.
Okay. It's okay. Fine. Yes, exactly. Same. But I'm expanding it.
How it is derived?
Yes, I'm expanding it further.
Yes.
Yes. Of course, the rules must be same. I can't give my own rule, right? I'm not writing any rule. The rule must be same, but the presentation is different. There's a logic in the presentation.
It's like logic that we are coming to.
Yes, right? Okay. So up to this we saw. Now, the same thing, I will show you the screen. So when any such sandhi comes, you should be able to spot. Okay. The first six are Achandi. Okay. Achandi, you know. So we are not discussing it. I have discussed it a lot of time. Achandi. Okay. So many times in our class discussed. Another class also. Now, number 7. Padanta Sakara will be replaced by Repa. That's what I said. That is, if Sutra is, forget about the Sutra. And all. So this is number 7. Right? Rule number 7. Then, now Repa is, now Repa will be replaced by Visarga either when followed by a kar or at the Avasana. Avasana means you understand, Padanta, at the end of a Padam. Avasana is pause, Padam. That also we saw. Now Visarga is born. What will happen to Visarga when followed by kar letter other than ka ka pa pa we saw? It will become Sakara. So Ramaha plus Chalati become Ramas Chalati. But the final form is not Ramas Chalati because further rules are there. Sakara becomes Shakara depending on what follows. Chalati is that, therefore Ramas Chalati. That rule comes later. It is not here. In this screen is not there. It comes later. I will put the rule in an order. You see 8266, 8315, 83. We will see the rules in ascending order. Okay. Some information. Not so important now. Very important later. You know Sutra Bhata, Ashtadhyayi, Panini Magarishis. You heard, no? That's what I mean. You know, means you heard. That's it. It has got 8 chapters, right? Each chapter has got 4 sections. So 32 sections are there. The last chapter, 8th chapter, just 4 sections. Starting from the second section, 8.2, 8.3, 8.4, the rules have to be applied in sequentially. You cannot go back and forth. For other chapters and sections, you can go anywhere, Sutra Pata, wherever the rule applicability, possibility is applied. Whereas when it comes to the 8.2, 8.3, 8.4, the rules have to be applied in the order. Suppose you are applying 8.2.6 now, and just, okay, this is on. This is only additional information, okay. If you don't know it now, it's not going to hurt now. 8.2.66. That is 8th chapter, 2nd section, 66th rule. After applying this rule, you cannot apply 8.2.65. If the rule is applicable, you cannot. Because you have come there, you have to go. Sorry?
After so we cannot go back.
Yes. That's the reason. It's good. Why Sakara cannot go back? That's the reason. You know how I break the cycle? This is a cycle. Good. Yes. It's only one way. Whereas other chapters, other sections, you can go back and forth. First I will go to the 2nd chapter, apply the rule, then I will go to the 8th chapter, then come back to the 1st chapter. That possibility is there. Whereas this is not there. That is why it's not a cycle. Okay. If this information is helpful, fine. Otherwise, okay, forget it. Then after that 8.3.15, relevant rule, that's why I'm read. Other rules are there. It's not computer programming, 1 by 9. Whichever rule is applicable, we are applying. It is not after 8.2.6, why are not applying 8.2.67? It's not applicable, it talks about something else. I don't need to see the rule now. Not required, not applicable in our context. After that, what? 8.3.15 is applicable because it talks about the Repa which is born undergoes changes now, Visarga. Clear? Anyway, we have seen this. Now, number 9. This also. Visarga followed by Shar. This I told in the last class, but I didn't say here. Right? Visarga replaced by Sakara when followed by Shar. It is optional. It is It is not said here. I told in the last class, but in the board it is not. At this time I have not written. If you want to write, Visarga, yes. Visarga when replaced by Shakara, Visarga when followed by Shakara, right? What will happen is, either Sakara will be the replacement, or, I will write here, two possibilities are there. One is this, other one is Visarga will remain as it is. This is what you find in the Gita in many places. Visarga will remain as it is. Similarly, Visarga when followed by Shakara, Visarga will remain as it is, or will be replaced by Sakara and then undergoes changes. Similarly, this also. This Visarga will remain as it is, or Visarga will be replaced by Sakara. You see, the sutra is not much required, just I'm saying. Say the word Va. Va is what? Va. We saw in the class. Or optional. Va Shari. Right? The word Va says optional. Optional means we'll have two forms. With the rule, after the rule, before the rule. Right? Clear? Now, example you see, Ramaha Shete is there. Ramaha Shete. Visarga is there, Ramaha, followed by Shakara. Either Visarga will remain as it is, Ramaha Shete, or Visarga will be replaced by Sakara, Ramashete. After that, we apply further rule. Sakara followed by Shakara becomes Ramashete. That comes later. That, the Shtutvam, it is in 8.4. Where? Last chapter, last section. That is why in this file you will not find that sutra immediately. Because I am going the order. So therefore, you have to see next sutra applicable, no. Then go to the 8.4. There you will find this, yes, applicable, apply. Right? So that is why it is, the sequence you will not find that. But I have explained here. Clear? Then, Visarga followed by Pa, Artha, Ka, Rakha. We saw that now. Option is either Visarga will remain as it is, or Visarga will take the sound of, depending on what follows. Upatmaniya, Ajigvamulya, that also we saw. Now, the next one. So, Kar part we have done, finished. The last class itself we finished. This class also just revision, whatever we saw, right? It's not new. Now, Visarga followed by a, preceded by a. What's going to happen? That's what you're going to see. That also we saw, I think. Anyways. Okay. Shall I erase this? Okay. This you have to meditate. Morning 45 minutes you meditate. It will be clear. You will never forget. When I was studying here, people were afraid of Visarga. So I was taking a class, private class. Private means I was also studying, but I was also teaching to my course students. So I presented my understanding in this way. I was so happy. Wow, it's very clear. I said. I meditated on that. I could arrange everything in my mind. Still, it is there. Bhagavan's grace. Now, Visarga followed by Kar is over. If Kar is minus from the letters, what is remaining? Ash. Ash is left out, right? Kar means what? Hard consonant. What is left out? Vowels plus soft consonants. That's what we are going to deal now. Followed by Ash. Preceded by, you will see. Mainly you will see preceded by either A or A. What are the changes going to happen? This is what we are going to see. Visarga followed by Ash. Ash is vowels and soft consonants preceded by A or A. What will happen? Lot of possibilities are there. So one possibility We need to remember. First let us take Visarga, and among the ash I take only A, followed by A, preceded by A. Another important thing, see, I don't know how you studied. This we have to talk with reference to Visarga. It is not A is there, followed by Visarga, followed by A. Not like that. Listen, clear? It is not A followed by Visarga, followed by A. Visarga will undergo change. You should not, though it is correct, language wise it is correct, but you should not speak like that. Visarga followed by A, Visarga preceded by A. Always you should refer to Visarga or any stani like that, because it is a stani. Right? Stani is that which is going to be replaced. We are talking about the Prime Minister. Who was before? Who will be after? After also he will be the same. That's different. It means what? In 2024 also he should become. Anyway. Right? So with reference to Stani only you have to talk. I'm not bothered about the Manmohan Singh who was before. We don't bother about. We see who preceded. He is not the reference. Now who is? That is the reference. This is the reference. How do you say in the graph? This is X, this is Y. This is the reference. From here it starts everything, right? Similarly, this is the reference. Stani is the reference. So when you say Stani followed by what, preceded by what? That is how you have to present. Clear? Not A plus Visarga plus A. No. That's not the correct one. To start with it is okay. But later becomes a problem. That understanding, not in line with Panini, Maharishi. Visarga is the Stani. That is going to be replaced. Depends on what follows, depends on what precedes. With reference to Kar, we are bothered only about what follows. But with reference to Ash, we bother about both what precedes and what follows. Right? Now, when followed by A and preceded by A, what will happen to Visarga? This is Purva Padam, this is Uttara Padam. This is the ending of the Purva Padam, this is the beginning of the Uttara Padam. Clear? So that's what I am writing. You understand, right? Now what will happen? I am writing the Purva Padam. Uttara Padam is A is here. What will happen to Visarga? Visarga will be replaced by U. This is not number 3. U. Visarga. Stani will be, Stani is Visarga and Adesha is U. This is Purva Padam, 1. This is Uttara Padam. Uttara Padam some other word beginning with A. Now A plus U. What's the? Come on, quick. Quickly, come on. We will get cat. Huh? When A or A followed by Ik, immediately you should say Guna. Okay. What are the Guna letters? Huh? See? Okay. That's what we say Ik. That's what we say Ik. Followed by Ik letter. What are the Guna letters? Say again? R and L. What about A? Not given? No, what are the Guna letters? Tell me Guna letters. What are the Guna letters? You said A, O and A is not there. No, A alone is not there.
A is A.
Huh?
A is A.
Sorry?
A doesn't take guna, like A remains A.
Is it a Guna letter or not? My question is that. Simple.
It is, but it remains.
Question is it a Guna letter? That's what.
Yeah, okay.
No, don't worry about it. I'm asking what guna is a sanya, name.
Yeah.
A, A, O, they are guna letters. A is a guna letter. A is a guna letter. O is a guna letter. Other and null happens because the following is R. Anyway, we don't call that as guna. A is guna, therefore Al walks in. A is guna, important. Again, gunaha, sutra is there. Sutra says A and A are guna letters. And there is a particular sutra where we say that A is applied, Ato Gune. Okay, I'm taking small diversion, okay. What is Uttama Purusha Ekavachanam of Pat? Yeah? Patani. This I talked about a little in our class also. Pat is there and the pratyaya is me. What will come here? Yeah? Walks in, right? One minute, not this one. Sorry, not this one. There's a Pat. What is Uttama Purusha Ekavachanam? Patati, patataha, patanti, right? Anti is a pratyaya. Ti, taha, anti we say, right? Now, let us do this. Pat. Anti is a pratyaya. Anti refers to Pratama Purusha Bhagavachana pratyaya. Suffix. What will walk in? In the class I said. A will come, I said. I mean, we have not discussed in detail, just mentioned, right? Okay. Now, Pat plus A will become Pata. Pata plus Anti. What Anti is that? So what will be the form? It should be Patanti. That should be the form, right? Why do you say Patanti then? It's wrong. Patati, Patataga, Patanti, Kadati, Kadataka, Kadanti. But it is not. It is Patanti only. It is Kadanti only. It is not Savarna Dirgha. Why? What is the last letter here? A. Followed by what? A. A followed by A. This A is not at the end of a padam. When followed by A, then guna will be the replacement. This is a new rule, okay? Don't worry about it. I'm just saying. What is a guna letter for A? This is the one. So one A will replace both the A. Why I'm saying A is a guna letter, that is the context. Don't worry about this. I'm not asking you to remember this. I just want to present A is a guna letter.
Okay, then how do we differentiate between what should be Savarna Dirgha Sandhi and what should be, the guna doesn't take this?
If A is not at the end of a padam, again I'm saying that the discussion is not about this. So, discussion is about saying A is a guna letter. The context is that. The context is not that. Always there are exceptions are there. Savarna Dirgha you learned. In fact, Savarna Dirgha, it is an exception to N Sandhi, Savarna Dirgha is an exception to N Sandhi. When you study Sutra Pada, you will see. It's all connected. But I didn't present that way in the class. You will see everything as was separate. But when we study Ashtadhyayi, they all you will find connected by exception and general, by that tradition. But when I presented the Atsandhi, I presented in a compartment way, all segregated. There is no overlapping. You see, any overlapping is there you will not find. There is no overlapping of the rules. Because I know the confusion will come, that is why I didn't present that way. I present in a different way. Clear? Anyway, this example is only to show A is also a guna letter. Okay. Now, A plus O will become O. The last letter will be O. Right? The last letter of the Purvapadam will be O. And the first letter of the Parapadam will be A. Now what Sandhi will apply? You know it. What Sandhi? Huh? Ayava Sandhi can apply. But what is the exception? Exception overrules. This is important. Ayadi Sandhi okay. O followed by A. What is the exception? Rule number? That should come immediately. When yang letter followed by A, exception overrules. Clear? How can you forget that? Level 1. O followed by A is Ayavayava Sandhi. But O is yang letter followed by the Padam. O is what? It's not simple A. It is Padanta O. Padanta yang. Yang letter. What is yang? Let me go back to that. Huh? A, O only two diphthongs. H only all the diphthongs. A, O only two. Right? What is yang? A and O. When A and O at the end of a padam, followed by another padam beginning with A, then in the place of both, Purva, this will be the replacement. So both will be replaced by O. Now you see the order. Remember this order. When Visarga is preceded by A, followed by A, Visarga will be replaced by U, and A plus O will become O, and O will followed by A becomes O, Purva Sandhi. This is the order. Clear? This Sandhi is enough, I think, today. This will take you for a round. So, I will give one example. Now, Ramaha. You see the example and then you can write. Ramaha atati. Right? Rama moves around. What is here? Followed by, preceded by? Because ma is a makara plus a, followed by a. Apply the rule, Visarga will be replaced by U. A plus U, O. So, O plus A. Now what is the final form? You have to tell the word. Ramo Tati. This is the what you get. Clear?
Sharanji, please repeat how that U is derived. Is it just applying the rule or what is the logic?
O is a rule. Atoro, apludat, aplute, ati. Sorry, yes. That O is hidden. It looks like all jalebi and jangri. You see. Atoro, aplutat, aplute. But there O is there. You have to find where is the O? Where is O? Difficult. You have to study that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the sutra. Only see the explanation and the 12. You understand this order. So today what we have learned is that Ga followed by A, preceded by A. Number 1, Visarga will be replaced by U. In fact, it is not Visarga. When Repa is there, that time itself it happens. I didn't say, I don't want to confuse saying that. When Repa is there, when Ramar is there, Ramas, Padanta Sakara, going back to the again. Ramas, Padanta Sakara becomes Padanta Repa, Ramar, that time itself it happens. But I allow it to proceed. If I say that time itself it's a problem, you will not understand. You get confused. That's why let Visarga, let us give birth to Visarga, then you will see. Now Visarga is born. Right? But when you study Panini, there you will see difference in different presentation. Okay. Now to begin with, this is okay. Visarga preceded by A, followed by A, Visarga number 1. First, Visarga will be replaced by U. Once it is replaced by U, A plus U, because this is within a Padam, Ramaha, Sandhi happens. A plus U will become Guna, becomes O. Padanta Eng, O is there, followed by A, apply Pururupa Sandhi. So 3 steps. U, O, Pururupa. U, O, Pururupa, remember. When followed by A, preceded by A. Very good. Purva is before. The form which is before. This is the form before. That will replace both Purva, Rupa. Right? Now you can ask if you have any doubts. No doubts? Confused? We are seeing Visarga followed by Ash, okay? But Ash, you will see a lot of possibilities. This possibility first you don't know, remember. Then we will see one by one.
Could you write, Ramo Agati
Yes?
instead of doing the...
Yeah, you can do it, why not?
Sometimes I see it on
Sometimes
I see it on Gita.
there may be reason. Not Rama Otati. You would have, maybe you will be saying Ramo Gachati, you will see.
Okay, yeah.
But here I is not there, okay? But here Atati is there. Why? This is a hush, soft consonants. That's what we are going to see. You want to see now? You want me to continue or stop here? Stop, yes. First you remember this. First you have to understand, see, what I can do, I can only repeat what I said. 100 times I will repeat. First you understand the birth of Visarga. Padanta Sakara becomes Repa, Repa becomes Visarga. Clear? Repa, when does it become Visarga? Answer. When does Repa become Visarga?
Followed by K and the Dien.
Yes, at the end of a padam or followed by Kar, right? Visarga is born. Now Visarga followed by Kar. What are the changes? We saw. Visarga followed by Kar letter. Except for the four, Ka, Ka, Pa, Pa. All the other will be replaced by Sakara. If it is a shell, replacement of Sakara is optional. Therefore we have two forms. If it is other letter, replaced by Sakara. And correspondingly it undergoes changes. That is very easy, see. Now, Visarga followed by Ash, we are going to see. First one, Visarga preceded by A followed by A, that combination we saw. Visarga will be replaced by U and it will undergo Guna and later Pururupa. You get the form. Clear? Think, meditate on this today. Right? Is it clear? Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnamad Purnamudachyate Yasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Shanti 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 Hari